I've made quite a few shorts videos recently where I swap out my Garmin watch band for a different one. Those videos do really well, but I often get asked a couple of key questions. Why do I trust aftermarket brands when it comes to watch straps? Are they safe? And thirdly, where can I get them? I've been wearing Garmin watches daily now for over 10 years and use them as running watches for the best part of 10 years before that. I really trust the brand. I like the watches. They've never ever let me down. Garmin watches are expensive. Some of them are over $1,000. Fortunately, my watch of choice, which is a Fenix 7X, it was not, but it wasn't actually that far off. But they are very innovative. They bring connectivity, they have insane battery life, ever improving screens and features, and lots of athletic features as well, which help me with triathlon, all of which cost money to create. Now, I can appreciate that Garmin puts a lot of research and development into their products, and I accept that they'll factor this into the pricing, along with where they think their competition is. So when Garmin put a price out for a watch, I don't really have an issue with it. I usually think it's about right, given where they are against their competitors and how much I rely on the Fenix 7X every single day. One innovation, well, not now, but it was when it was new, is the ability to swap out watch bands quickly and easily. In some of the older watches, this required a couple of screwdrivers, a good sense of balance and coordination, eyesight, none of which I possess, it seems, these days. And in order to get a strap removed, you need to bring all those things together at once. This meant I probably changed the strap once or twice in the watch's life. In the case of my Garmin Forerunner 920, I changed the strap twice. Once to remove the black strap that came with the watch and replace it with a cool blue strap that was a Garmin branded strap that I bought. And then a second time to remove the blue one when it broke. Now today, you don't need screwdrivers, balance, coordination, or a bunch of curse words when it all goes wrong. Today, you just need a little bit of a fingernail to be able to pull back on that little toggle, unclip the old strap, snap in the new one, do the same for the other side, and you are good to go. It is so easy, I now change my watch strap with my moods, or my dress sense, or just what I'm going to be up to doing. If I'm up to the neck in intense Ironman training, it'll be bright yellow or orange or maybe green. If I'm going out to dinner, maybe it's muted blue or a gray. Or sometimes I just change it to suit my mood. My current one is blue with orange detailing, and I rather like that one. Garmin have their own strap range available. There's a range of colors and styles and different materials as well. I only have silicone bands with my watches because anything fabric I find gets very dirty very quickly. When you're running or cycling every day and you're swimming every week, it kind of just clogs up the material and doesn't work very well. But here's the one thing I don't like about the branded straps for my Fenix 7X from Garmin. They are $50 each. And that's just for the silicone ones. Now, if you have a smaller Garmin watch, you will want the 22mm straps, not the 26mm ones that my Fenix 7X uses. Don't worry, Garmin's got you covered. Those are $50 as well. Nylon bands, they're expensive. Titanium-linked bracelets from Garmin, $280. Now look, I love Garmin and I love my watch, but these prices for the watch bands are just insane, and I refuse to pay those inflated prices. There is no innovation here, it's just a silicone band. But wait, you might say, if it's Garmin, it's going to last longer, isn't it? You can trust the brand if it's a branded strap. The only strap that's ever failed for any of my Garmin watches ever was that blue Garmin branded one. Given all that, I started looking at third-party or aftermarket straps instead. Third-party, aftermarket, knockoff, call them what you will. I try one or two just to see. I've often read of scare stories and concerns that people have with them. Firstly, that they will fail and I will lose my expensive Garmin watch. Secondly, the color will leach out of the material onto my skin or my clothes and it'll dye my skin or my clothes. Thirdly, there'll be some mystical rash that I'll develop from wearing cheap silicone bands. I've tried some different brands, all from Amazon, so of course I could try them and then return those that I didn't like. I settled on one brand that I really liked. The straps seemed to be solid, the color schemes were appealing, they felt like the buckle and the quick release toggles were as strong as the Garmin straps, so I bought some of them. Now I have quite a lot of them. Now, they are between $10 and $13 each. Some of them are bicolored, which looks rather good. The buckles and quick release toggles seem very solid. In fact, they seem very similar to the Garmin ones. I've not had any of these fail. None of them have bled the color onto any clothing or my skin. I use them every day and I'm running, I'm cycling, I'm swimming in fresh water and salt water and with chlorine. No issues. And I've had no skin rashes of any kind whatsoever. So now I'm using straps from this one company all the time. I'll put a link in the description to some of their bands below. I rely on them completely, but there is one occasion where I go back to the original Garmin black strap that came with the watch in the first place. And that's when I'm doing a triathlon race. You see, I see it like this. When it's day-to-day living, training, and so on, I like to have watch bands that complement the watch, maybe make a statement according to what I'm doing on my mood. But when I'm racing triathlon, I'm much less concerned in any of that stuff. I'm much more interested in how the watch performs. I've had no issues with the third-party bands at all, but if there's even a slight chance that they'll fail, more likely than the original Garmin strap, say while swimming at the beginning of a triathlon, I'd rather not get out of the water and find my watch has gone to the bottom of the lake. So when I race, I put the original Garmin black strap on. Now, you might think this is a bad idea, given that the only strap failure I've ever had was an expensive Garmin strap. But regardless, this is what I do. And Garmin have put a lot of effort into designing their straps since that one for the 920. So I'm not sure that would be a problem now. I just hate the price. Now, there are many other companies that make third-party bands. And for most Garmin watches, the band is a 22mm width. That is literally just the width of the strap here. But for this one, the Fenix 7X, the Fenix Pro 51mm, the Epix Pro 51mm, and the Garmin Tactics, those use 26mm bands. So you need to make sure you get the right size. And if you're unsure, let me know, drop a comment, I'll see if I can help. The company whose bands I'm using is not sponsoring this video and doesn't know anything about me, but they're called ANCOOL. I just like their watch bands, and every so often they release new color combinations, so I'm always buying new ones. This particular one I think came out about 6 months ago. There's a whole range of different colors that's very, very similar to this one. Back in October, they launched a range of colors that was more like a camo effect. I tried them, I didn't like them, so I returned them, but I've got plenty of straps to choose from right now anyway. So this is just a short video really. My name is Julian and I make videos here on YouTube that review things that I use. If I can run with it, bike with it, hike with it, or film with it, and occasionally swim with it, then I'll review it here. If that's of interest to you, do please hit that subscribe button. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.